And we're at 7:54 News Extra, brought to you by Intralinks. Here's Kevin Mooney.
Thank you, Dennis. Good morning, everyone. Our guest today is Mick Lookabell. He is the Vice President of the North Platte Valley Water Association. And this is a group that has been formed to protect our most valuable resource, water. And Mick farms and ranches over at Lake Minnetonka. So first of all, let's talk about how this organization was formed, a combination of two organizations, really, right?
Right. The North Platte Valley Irrigators Association is a surface water organization, and the NRD is a groundwater organization. The two of them combined sources and board members and started this new organization to help watch after the water legislation in Lincoln and watch after groundwater and different irrigation systems, I guess. So
yeah, groundwater,
right.
Other type of water irrigation. You have 3 board members from each group: the North Platte Valley Irrigators and the NRD. On this board, that's 6, 3 board members from each group, and then you have 3 at large. So.
Correct.
So it kind of represents everybody, and like you say, you're trying to watch what the legislators are doing, because a lot of times they don't know what's going on out here, do they?
Well, this is the problem. Too many people think that Kearney is western Nebraska, so this is a different world out here. From here to Lake McConaughey is totally different from the rest of the state. It's a little bit, it's doesn't get the rainfall that eastern Nebraska gets, and so therefore the eastern Nebraska still thinks that we need to send all of our water down to them. But anyway, we put this organization together to watch after things like that, to make sure that what the most precious thing that we have on the planet is water, and that we get to retain what we have here, instead of they think they need to have it back east.
Yeah. Now, you had a meeting last night. You had Senator Shills at your meeting.
Correct.
You had a gentleman from the Nebraska Department of Natural Resources, Jesse Bradley, there.
Correct.
And what type of things did you talk about last night?
Well, one thing that happened, that the DNR and the Central NRD, they were really get some rules and regulations together to dictate kind of how the water is flowed through the state, and we wanted the DNR to tell us what rules and regulations they're coming up with, even though they were somewhat behind closed doors to a certain degree, and so we woke them up and told them, that we are watching what they're doing. And so last night, Jesse Bradley from the DNR came out and explained what the rules and regulations, what they're projecting. It's not over yet. They still got to go through public hearing systems and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll get something out here at this end of the state, so people out here can talk about what their concerns are with this. So,
right, and they need to maybe look at how we handle water out here too, because
right.
It's totally different than how they handle it in the eastern end of the state.
Right. If you can farm in western Nebraska, you can about farm anywhere.
Yeah, with the amount of rain we get, it's half of what they get in many parts of the eastern end of the state.
Right. In our brochure that we have, it shows you from western Nebraska at 14 inches to 30 some inches in Omaha area. So as you go east, about every 50 miles, or about every 100 miles, or maybe not that, maybe every 50 miles, another half an inch or an inch of rainfall. So it's something that we really need to pay attention to out here in western Nebraska, because if there's nobody in this county or this end of the state would have water at their houses if it wasn't for the irrigation districts and places like this. So that we need to watch after what we have.
All right, we'll take a quick break. Finish up right after this. Okay, doing good. Maybe let's talk about the interim studies. Maybe, well, probably ought to. I'm looking at what, a minute and a half, then.
We can just double it.
Okay, we'll do real quick. You guys are going to look at the interim studies and how people can donate to your group. That's another thing we need to mention.
Yeah, and maybe just a little bit touch on what the educational part of it.
Yeah. Okay.
And I'll let you say the
Okay.
website and all that.
We're back on News Extra. Pleased to have Mick Lookabell, he farms and ranches at over by Lake Minnetonka. He's the vice president of the North Platte Valley Water Association here with us, talking about the need for this organization and what they're doing, protecting our water resources out here. And a lot of what you guys do is education, right?
Correct, and that's what we hope. Part of this organization is trying to get it to where we have the educational part of this to help even the senators understand what happens out here, and then we'd like to take it into school systems and try to educate people about water, how important it is, and how it's used in the state.
Yeah. And you guys are looking very closely at the interim studies they're going to be doing on water,
Correct.
right?
Correct, and we hope to have meetings out here instead of in the east.
Yeah. Okay. If you want to donate to the North Platte Valley Water Association, really a very good organization, like Mick has said, protect our water resources, very valuable thing. You can mail a check, donations to North Platte Valley Water Association, Post Office Box 280 in Scotts Bluff, 69363, or you can just look on their website and get some information as to how you can do that. It's npvwater.org. Just kind of even look on Google it, North Platte Valley Water Association. I'm sure it'll come up for you on the internet.
Yeah, and all the board members are on that website, so you can get their names and addresses and phone numbers and contact them, and they will help you get the donations to the correct place, and we really appreciate anything anybody could do to help us to watch after our most precious resource.
That's water. All right, very good. Thanks,
Okay.
Nick, for coming in.
Thank you a lot, guys.